name is Caitlin Ardy. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Brandon Cole. What is the title of your book?
The State of Michigan.
Tell us what your book is about.
It tells you about how the people there and what they did. They killed animals and they used their fur as coats to keep warm. Their most popular fruit is cherries. They make like 1 million cherries a year, and they tell about the They made the first two-seated car in Michigan, built by these two guys, and they told about the Chicago and the Detroit sports teams. The Detroit Tigers won the World Series in 1986.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did, because it tells a lot of interesting facts about Michigan.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, I would recommend it to other third graders because it tells lots of interesting facts and history about Michigan.
This has been Caitlin Ardy. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Brandon Cole. Today, our guest is Grant Copeland. Grant, what is the title of your book?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Tell us about your book.
When Ulysses S. Grant was a little boy, he never wanted to be in the army, and later he attended to the military at West Point, and later he became one of the best in the army, and then later he became one of the best generals ever. And then when the North and the South split apart, that's what caused the Civil War, and Ulysses S. Grant brought them back together, and a grateful nation elected Grant as president.
Did you like it?
Yeah, because it's interesting learning about Ulysses S. Grant.
Do you recommend this book to other third graders?
Yeah, because it's interesting learning about history and Ulysses S. Grant and other presidents.
This has been Brandon Cole. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Grant Copeland. Today our guest is Julia McClellan. Julia, what's the title of your book?
Clementine Friend of the Week.
Tell us about your book.
Clementine Friend of the Week is a book about these two girls, and their names are Margaret and Clementine. In the beginning, they get in a fight because after school they went to Margaret's house and they took out Margaret's Friend of the Week booklet, and when they took it out, Margaret opened up the booklet and it said Best Friend of the Week, and she knew it was her brother that put the tape over the R in Friend of the Week. So she went to his room and she yelled at him, and then when they went back into Margaret's room, she yelled, Clementine told her maybe it's not so bad, and that's how they got in a fight. And in the end, Clementine was trying to compliment everybody in her classroom so that she would get a booklet as great as Margaret's.
What will you change about your book?
I would change the beginning because it doesn't really, it's not really connecting to the end.
Did you like the book?
Yeah, because it's funny and it's kind of silly.
Will you recommend it to other third graders?
I would, because it's a silly book and it's a really fun story to read.
This has been Grant Copeland. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Julia McClellan. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Jenna Brown. What is the title of your book, Jenna?
Mushy Gushy Valentine's.
Can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Well, the teacher was telling her class that tomorrow was going to be Valentine's Day, and Junie B. Jones started listing out all the party food she wanted, and the teacher said we are only going to have cupcakes, fruit punch, and candy hearts, and then they all had to go outside because it was lunchtime, and Junie B. Jones and Grace got into a fight. The fight was about Junie B. Jones because Junie B. Jones was saying Valentine's with an M instead of an N. And then they had to go inside, and they only had half-day kindergarten, so they all went home. And then it was the next day, and it was Valentine's Day, and they all put their Valentines into a box so the teacher can pass them out at the end of the day. And then they all went outside, and Junie B. Jones, Grace, and Lucille got into a fight. Lucille said boys like girls with longer hair, but then they all got distracted by the teacher bringing in Valentine's stuff, so they all went inside, and then the teacher had them cut out hearts for Valentine's Day, and Junie B. Jones and Meanie Jim thought it was a race to finish, so the teacher snatched the scissors out of their hand, and then the teacher started passing out Valentine's cards, and Lucille and Grace got 17, but only Junie B. Jones got 16, and then she started looking around for it, and she found it, and it said, "From your secret admirer," and Junie B. Jones said, this is the most mushy-gushy Valentine's I ever saw. And the next day, she found out that it was Meanie Jim, and Meanie Jim was being mean to her just so his friends didn't know he liked her.
What did you like about the book?
I liked it because it's based on a holiday, and I like holidays, and I just like Junie B. Jones.
Would you recommend it for other third graders?
Yes, because Junie B. Jones is a silly character, and she always has like something going on.
This has been Julia McClellan. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Jenna Brown. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Nicola Odisha. What is the title of your book?
On Board the Titanic.
Tell us what your book is about.
The book On Board the Titanic is about how the famous ship sunk while sailing to New York. The characters are Jack Thayer, Thomas Andrews, Harold Bride, and Captain Edward J. Smith. In the Titanic's radio room, Harold Bride and Jack Phillips used Morse code to send and receive messages over the radio. Morse code is a system of dots and dashes that represent the letters of the alphabet. The Titanic hit an iceberg when they called for help. Before they knew it, the ship was halfway underwater. The women and children were put on lifeboats, but there were not enough lifeboats for all the passengers. The men started jumping into the icy cold water. The people that were in the water watched the Titanic split in two and disappear underwater. The people that survived the Titanic got rescued the next day by the rescue boat.
Did you like it?
Yes, because it tells us how it sunk.
What would you change?
I would change the beginning because it tells us when they throw roses off the boat, and that doesn't really have to deal with how it started, how the ship sunk.
Would you recommend it to another third grader?
Yes, because other third graders get to learn about how the famous ship sunk while sailing to New York.
This has been Jenna Brown. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Nicola Odisha. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Johnny Cassidy. What is the title of your book?
Battle of Bunker Hill.
Tell us about your book.
Well, it's about when the British, they're coming, they barricaded the city so none of the Americans can get out, and then the Americans are planning an attack so they can try and like get their freedom. And then when they like it was 2 months after the battle, like teaching at Concord, and when they got to Bunker Hill, then they surprised the British, and then they walked up from Camp Ridge Common to Bunker Hill, and then when they got to Bunker Hill, they wanted to surprise the British and then move to Breeds Hill, and then they built a redoubt at Breeds Hill, and then the war started when the British started to shoot cannons at the Americans' redoubt.
Did you like the book?
Yeah, because you can actually learn a lot of stuff you didn't know about the Battle of Bunker Hill.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, because if you don't know like in third grade, if you don't know a lot about the Battle of Bunker Hill, you can just read the book and you can learn a lot.
Thanks for this has been Nicole Adisha. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Johnny Cassidy, and welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Ethan Packland. Ethan, tell us about your book.
My book is about California. It talks about the Great Depression when it was happening. Many people moved to California because it had to find a better life. In 1848, James Marshall found gold, and the population grew almost overnight. Then it talks about the famous people in California, like Walt Disney and Shirley Temple. It is a great place to visit because it has warm weather, lots of amusement parks, and it has beaches like the San Francisco Bay. Then it talks about the sports teams, like the Los Angeles Lakers, the San Francisco Giants, and the San Francisco 49ers. And that is why it is called the Golden State.
What did you like about it?
When it talked about the sports teams.
If you could change one thing, what would you change?
Nothing, because it was a good book.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, because if you like learning about the states, you'd like reading this.
This has been Johnny Cassidy. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
My name is Ethan Packland. Today our guest is Julia Strazek. What is the title of your book?
Judy B. Jones is not a crook.
Tell us what your book is about.
Well, Judy B. Jones's grandpa Frank Miller buys Judy B. some black furry mittens, and she really likes them. The next day she wears her mittens to school, and she shows them to her two best friends, Grace and Lucille. And Lucille says her family owns a lot of her stuff, and a few days later, Judy B's mittens are gone, and she looks in the school lost and found, and she looks into the entire box, and she couldn't find them. And a few hours then, there's a pink fluffy girl with in her pocket are laying Judy B's mittens, and she runs to her like a speeding bull, and she gets them from her, and she gets them back.
Did you like it?
Yes, I really did like it because it's a fun book to read.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, because it teaches you not to steal things.
This has been Ethan Pop. Bye.
Hello, my name is Julia Shrazak, and welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Zainab Hussein. Zainab, what is the title of your book?
It's called All the Lovely Bad Ones.
Tell us about your book.
Well, there's a brother and a sister named Corey and Travis, and they're spending the summer at their grandma's Fox Hill Inn, and they read a book called The Haunted Inns of Vermont, and one of the inns is the inn their grandma owns, and so they get a little scared, but they're not sure if it's like true or not. But later on, this like couple called Mr. and Mrs. Jennings came in to book a room. But when they like got their room all settled and stuff, they read the book Haunted Inns of Vermont, and they asked Corey and Travis like questions about it, and Corey and Travis started making up ghost stories and stuff that they heard about, and they tell the Jennings after 2 days at 3 o'clock a.m. Look out your window, there's gonna be a ghost. And so Corey and Travis go to a shop, and they buy makeup and everything just to put on the face and to make them look like a ghost. And when they do that, they scare the Jennings, and but when they did that, that woke up the deadly ghost, Miss Ada, and she woke up these kid ghosts, and they have to, because the kid ghosts doesn't like Miss Ada because she killed them, and so they tell Corey and Travis to kill Miss Ada, not to kill her, but like to put her take her away forever. And they do this thing, and they take her away forever, and then the kid ghosts go back to sleep, and they never show up again.
Did you like it?
Yes, because it's like a fun and scary story, but it's not that scary, but I think it's like a fun book to me.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
I would, because the story is like scary and stuff, but it's not too scary, and I think everybody would like sometimes to get scared once in a while, but it's like fun and enjoyable.
This has been Julia Shrazak. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Zainab Hussein. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Jack Lambert. Jack, what is the title of your book?
Exploring the Titanic.
What are the characters in your book?
Captain Smith and Jack Thayer.
Jack, can you tell us about your book?
My book was about how they built the Titanic and how it sank and how it hit the iceberg, and how they used the Morse code to track the Carpathia down to try to save the passengers, and how the explorer found the two parts of the Titanic that disappeared under the sea.
Did you like the book?
Yes, I really did like it because it was just a great book, and it taught me a lot about the Titanic.
Would you want to change anything in the book?
No, I really wouldn't want to change anything about the book because I thought it was a really good book.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yeah, I would recommend it to other third graders because it taught me a lot about the Titanic.
It has been Zainab Hussein Thank you for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hi, this is Jackson Lambert. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Brianna Chrisman. What is the title of your book?
Junie B. Jones and her big fat mouth.
Tell us a little about your book.
Well, it's about this girl named Junie B. Jones, and the teacher announces to the class that they're going to be talking about different careers that you can have when you grow up. and Junie B. Jones said that she never heard of the word careers before. So then her teacher said that, explained to the class that it was another word for jobs, and Junie B. didn't know what she wanted to be when she grew up. So she said that she might flunk kindergarten, and then a mean boy named Jim shouted hooray, and then Junie B. said, well, that's not nice, and then she went on the bus, and she wanted to be somebody who could unlock things, paint things, and save people's lives. So on job day, she was a janitor, and Jim said that you can't be 3 things. So then on the day after job day, the school janitor came, and he gave some of the kids some of the supplies to like wipe down the chalkboard and play with his mop. And then Junie B said that she wanted to be just like him, and that's it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, because it's a really funny book.
Would you recommend it to other 3rd graders?
Yeah, because I liked it a lot, and it's funny.
This is Jackson Lambert. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Brianna Christman. Today our guest is Anayagram. What is the title of your book?
Junie B. Jones smells something fishy.
Tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, it's about Junie B. Jones has pet day in room 9, and she wants to bring her dog Tickle. But her teacher said you can only bring pictures of your dogs and cats. And then one of her friends, Grace, said, can we bring a fish? And the teacher said yes. And then she said some of the pets can be in cages. Then Junie B. Jones said, yay, so now I can bring my dog Tickle in a cage. But Miss said, you don't understand. You can only bring pictures of your dogs and cats. So then at the end, Junie B. Jones brings a fish stick for pet day, and she tells room 9 about her pet, and the gym that she hates said, you goony bird, fish sticks are something that you eat, not a pet. So then that made Junie B. Jones sickish, and all the pets started going crazy because they heard a sound coming from Wendell the bullfrog. And when the pets started going crazy, everyone caught them, and Junie B. Jones got most well behaved because Miss passed out ribbons.
Did you like it?
Yes, because it's funny, and when they said they heard a croaking sound from the bullfrog, it made me think of how the bullfrog would have croaked.
If you could change anything in the book, what would it be?
I wouldn't change anything because it's perfect the way it is, and it's really funny.
Would you recommend it to other 3rd graders?
Yes, because a lot of people would like it, and I think 3rd graders would enjoy watching a kindergarten book.
This has been Brianna Christman. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Anaya Graham. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is DeShane Allen. What is the title of your book?
Gray Wolf, Red Wolf.
Tell us what your book is about.
Well, it's about these wolves, and like they're in a pack, and like there's like a mom and a dad, and they have like 2 kids, and like the mom and the dad, they like were sent to the zoo, and the kids were like, well, the kids, doctors found them and they did research on them, and then after they did research, like it poisons the wolves, and they like get sick, and then like they like that. Well, like one of the kids died, and then the wolf it was like it felt like it went to the in streets and stuff, and then like the wolf got hit by the other kid got hit by a wolf, and then after when the mom and the dad wolf were sent back to sent back to their homes, they just died because of the poison.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was like a lot about my favorite animal, and it was a good book.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, because it's fun and it like helps you learn more stuff about it.
This has been Anaya and DeShane. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hi, my name is DeShane Allen. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Madeline Saratella. Tell us the title of your book.
Dolphin That Takes.
What is it about?
It's when Jack and Annie go to this beach and they find this magic tree house, and they meet this magical girl inside the tree house, and her name's Morgan Le Fay. And they want to be really good readers and everything, so they have to go on trips to this place, and the place that they go to, they find a big submarine, and so they go inside it, but they really don't know it's supposed to go into a junkyard, and there's cracks in it, and so they go down to the beach, and Jack wants to leave because he thinks something's bad gonna happen, and so Annie tells him to stay, and they stay, and then they see an octopus, and they accidentally scared the octopus, and it goes onto the mini submarine. And so Jack has this book, and it's an ocean book, and so he reads some part of the book, and it says octopuses they're scared of you, so sometimes they just hang on to things, and Jack kept reading farther, and it said that octopuses were one of their enemies, and so a shark pops up, and it was a hammerhead shark, and so they got out of the mini submarine, and so they got back to shore, and they found the mystery, which was an oyster, and they looked inside it, and there was a pearl. And then they went back to the magic treehouse, and they told Morgan Le Fay, and then she told them great job and everything, and then they got back home, and that's it.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was kind of interesting because we don't know what's going to happen.
Why would you recommend it?
Yes, because it was a very good book, and I think other people would like it too.
Thanks for watching Looks at Books. My name is DeShane Allen. Bye.
Hello, my name is Madeline Saratella. Welcome to Looks at Books. Our guest today is Caitlin Artery. Caitlin, tell us the title of your book.
Jimmy Jones and the Stupid Smelly Buns.
Tell us about your book.
She thought she was gonna get chocolate milk poured on her head, and she didn't want to get teased on the bus. And Jimmy Jones and this girl, and her mom told her to sit by the girl, and the girl put her purse, and she was saving a spot for another girl, and Jimmy Jones thought the girl was mean. Well, before she was gonna go on the bus, she said, I didn't want to go to school today because she was really scared, and she didn't want to get teased and get chocolate milk poured on her head. This another girl, Jimmy Jones, the teacher said find a seat, and this girl got in the red seat, but Jimmy Jones wanted to sit in the red seat, but Jimmy Jones had to go in a yellow seat. Well, Jimmy Jones and the girl who was sitting in the red seat became friends, and so did the girl on the bus. She likes her teacher, and her teacher showed
her and her whole class around the school. The most part I liked was when she said, "Oh, I really like this school a lot." Yeah, because the girl who was sitting in the red seat, they had to partner up, and the teacher showed them around the school, like the library, the gym, and bathrooms and stuff. She stayed in the classroom so she can get to the red thing first. Then she had to go to the bathroom and the doors were locked. And then all like the police and like the fires came, and the policemen unlocked the girls' bathroom.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Why?
because she didn't want to go to school, and she had like these shoes that were shiny, and when she stomped her feet, they weren't shiny anymore. She had a hat on with like bull horns on it.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, I would recommend this to other third graders.
Who are the characters?
Jimmy Jones and her mom and the two girls.
Thank you for watching Looks At Folks. Bye. Hello, my name is Joey Sotil. Today our guest is Nick Braun. What is the title of your book?
Second String Center.
Tell us what your book is about.
It's about a guy named Dunk, and he's nervous about making a basketball team. And then one day he goes to practice, and his coach tells him that he's the roster ready. And then he can't wait to see if he made the team. So the next day, he looks at the roster, and he found out he made the team, but was a second string player. But then one day the game started, and the starting player was a kid named Jared, and he was late. So coach said Dunk should start. But then later Jared showed up at the game, but didn't play good. So, and they lost the game. Then Dunk walked over to Jared and says, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I'm just worried about where I'm gonna live when my parents get divorced." And then the next game he was playing good again. And then Dunk said, "You're feeling better, right?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm just happy that my parents aren't fighting anymore." And that was,
Did you like the book?
yeah.
Why?
Because it's about sports, and I like sports, and it's just there's a lot of action.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yeah, I would, because if they like sports, and they'll enjoy the book, and it's just really cool.
Thanks. This was Joey Sotil. Thanks for watching Looks At Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Lance Rudek. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Joey Sotil. What is the title of your book?
A Library Congress of the Civil War.
Tell us about your book.
Well, it's like it was a war. The Civil War was a war among the North Union Army and the South Confederate Army. Abraham Lincoln was the president when the war was happening. The first Battle of Bull Run had like several battles in it, and then like the battle they say the Battle of Antietam. They say that was like the worst battle of the war, and they had like other battles like Fort Wagner and Vicksburg, and the last battle of the war was
the Battle of Gettysburg, and like it was for 3 days and ended slavery in the North victory. In the North Union Army's victory.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it because like I'm interested in wars, and it teaches kids about the Civil War. It had a lot of good information about it.
What do you like? Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes, I would, because like it was easy to understand, and it had a lot of information in it.
This has been Lance Rudek. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Barn. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Lance Rudek. Lance, what is the title of your book?
Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Tell us about your book.
Well, Batman and Plastic Man siege on the ghost, and they try to defeat him, and they do. And he drops his and he was robbing a bank. He drops his money, and Plastic Man got the money, so he took it. But Batman sat down because he used to be a robber. And they went on a cruise ship, and they saw Gorilla Grodd, and they tried to defeat him, but he was mind controlling people on the cruise ship. And then he stung Batman, and then they crashed on Dinosaur Island, and they saw a dinosaur, and he tried to defeat it, but they get away, and they see Gorilla Grodd's fortress, and they see all his guards. So Batman and Plastic Man try to get through all his guards, but there's too many, and then Batman gets captured, and then Plastic Man tries to save him, but then Batman says there's too many guards, so get away, and then Batman turns into a gorilla, and then he breaks out and destroys Gorilla Grodd. Then he turns himself back to normal, and the other guards back to normal, and Gorilla Grodd back to normal, and that's it.
What did you like about your book?
I liked it when Batman turned into a gorilla.
Would you recommend this book to other third graders?
Yes.
This has been Nicholas Fun. Bye.
Hello, my name is Madison Vitale. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Serena Perez. Tell us the title of your book.
Captain Underpants.
Tell us what your book is about.
It's about two boys, George and Harold, who like pulling practical jokes on people, and they only like one thing more than pulling practical jokes. It's making their own comic books. And they made a comic book called Captain Underpants, but their principal doesn't like their comic books. So he tries to threaten them and make them do anything he wants.
Do you like it?
Yes. Why? Because it's a funny story.
Would you recommend it to other third graders?
Yes.
Why?
Because anyone who likes to laugh it probably will like this story.
This has been Madison Vitale. Thanks for watching Looks at Books. Bye.
Hello, my name is Serena Perez. Welcome to Looks at Books. Today our guest is Madison Battaglia. What is the title of your book?
Junie B. Jones is a party animal.
Tell us a little bit about your book.
It's about Junie B. Jones riding the bus with her friend Grace. And they're talking about their friend Lucille. And then as soon as they get to school, they see their Lucille's Nana and pull up in a Cadillac. And they go into the back seat, and they're Junie B. Jones and Grace are talking to her Nana, and then they go into the classroom, and Lucille's mad at Junie B. Jones because Junie B. Jones interrupted Lucille because Lucille was gonna ask her Nana if she could get a toy poodle, and then then Junie B. Jones is touching Grace, and then Lucille shouts, "Stop touching me!" And then the teacher comes over and talks to them. Then the bell rings, and Junie B. Jones and Grace and Lucille are talking, and then Junie B. Jones comes up with a plan to have a sleepover at Lucille's house, and Grace, Lucille, and Junie B. Jones can beg Lucille's Nana if they could get Lucille a toy poodle.
What did you like about it?
I like the part where Lucille's Nana tells them, "I don't want to hear a peep out of you guys," and then she closes the door, and Lucille and Junie B. Jones and Grace start saying peep.
Would you recommend it for other third graders?
Yes,
Why?
because Junie B. Jones is a funny character.
This has been Serena Price, and thanks for watching Mix It Books. Bye.